Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a look outside our weather window on this Wednesday. Lots of blue sky out there today. It made for really a nice day. Temperatures actually a little bit above where we should be for this time of year. Not much wind out there and just a beautiful late fall day. Not too many days of fall left though. In 1 week from today, it'll be winter. And I'll tell you what, our temperatures are going to feel like winter. There has been an adjustment from yesterday. Notice our high temperatures towards the end of the forecast where we had teens and single digits for lows. Well, it looks like now the Weather Service saying we'll stay in the 20s with lows in the teens. The difference being we have more snow in our forecast, and we'll talk much more about that coming up in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A man was injured Tuesday afternoon when his vehicle flipped and went down an embankment on Highway 28 about 6 miles south of East Wenatchee. Even though the Bolt Creek fire near Skykomish was extinguished by rain and snow more than a month ago, signs have been installed reminding Stevens Pass travelers that danger remains. And a resolution with Walmart means $62.6 million in payments to Washington State for the retail giant's part in the opioid crisis. But first, our top story tonight. Blewett Pass was closed much of today after a collision between a semi and a pickup north of the summit that the Washington State Patrol said resulted in a fatality. The Highway 97 accident happened shortly after 9 a.m. about 13 miles north of the summit. Shortly after, officials shut down the pass at the junction with Highway 2 to the north and Highway 970 to the south. We will have much more information on this tomorrow as details come into our newsroom. In other news, a man was injured yesterday afternoon when his vehicle flipped and went down an embankment on Highway 28 about 6 miles south of East Wenatchee. Kay McKellar of the Wenatchee Valley Fire Department said just before 4:30 p.m. another motorist reported the accident and then assisted the driver, who was able to get out of the upside-down vehicle that was 10 feet down the embankment. The man was transported to Central Washington Hospital in Wenatchee with glass cuts to his hand. McKellar said the assisting motorist was able to stop the bleeding before emergency crews arrived. The Washington State Patrol is investigating that accident. Well, even though the Bolt Creek fire near Skykomish was extinguished by rain and snow more than a month ago, signs have been installed reminding Stevens Pass travelers that danger remains. King County crews were out yesterday putting up the bright orange signs advising travelers to watch for debris flows where the fire scorched hillsides. The fire burned more than 15,000 acres this summer and forced numerous weeks-long closures of Highway 2. The fire left behind a scarred landscape along the highway that has officials concerned about flooding and debris flow. Well, a resolution with Walmart means $62.6 million in payments to Washington State for the retail giant's part in the opioid crisis. Attorney General Bob Ferguson announced today the funds will go to pay for state opioid abatement and recovery programs. The agreement is part of a $3.1 billion resolution Walmart reached with multiple states to settle litigation over distribution of the addictive narcotics through its pharmacies. The settlement brings Washington's total share of recoveries from opioid makers and sellers to roughly $802 million. Well, when we come back, the Wenatchee School Board has a new president for 2023. The attorney who's advised Wenatchee's municipal government for 19 years will retire at the end of 2022. Wenatchee Valley College outgoing president Jim Richardson and his wife Kim have received the Outstanding Friends of the College Award. And the principal of Columbia Elementary School in Wenatchee is receiving kudos for going the extra mile again yesterday. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Hello, television family. Grab your cup of coffee each weekday morning and join me. I'm Dan Kuntz, the host of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's everything you need to start your day. We're live and we're local at 7 a.m. every weekday on the NCWLIFE channel.
The NCWLIFE channel offers marketing packages that help you build your brand and sell your products and services. From traditional TV ads to targeted digital campaigns, let us help you build your customer base. Call NCWLIFE channel today.
Welcome back. In another news, the Wenatchee School Board has a new president for 2023. Maria Iniguez was elected from among members to lead the board in the new year. She takes over from Martin Barron. Julie Norton becomes the board's vice president. The school district, which serves 7,400 students in the Wenatchee area, will begin attacking the budget when the board reconvenes in January. Well, the attorney who's advised Wenatchee's municipal government for 19 years will retire at the end of 2022. Steve Smith with Davis Arneal Law Firm has been Wenatchee's city attorney since 2004. The job has kept him working alongside the city council and mayor to guide them through the legal aspects of civic leadership. Smith will continue working with the Davis Arneal firm once he steps away from the city attorney role. His law partner, Danielle Marchant, will become the city's chief lawyer starting on January 1st. Wenatchee Valley College outgoing president Jim Richardson and his wife Kim have received the Outstanding Friends of the College Award. The Wenatchee Valley College Foundation said the couple have transformed both the college and the foundation during their time in the community. Jim Richardson was the college's longest-serving president after serving from 2005 to 2022 and oversaw the development of new academic programs and the construction of several new buildings. Kim Richardson served as a board member of the foundation and was active in many college events. Well, as we head to break, the principal of Columbia Elementary School in Wenatchee is receiving kudos for going the extra mile again yesterday. School nurse Melanie Wallace said Principal Cy Stuber is always willing to pitch in to help with whatever needs done, and proved that yesterday when he was out with a snowblower clearing the sidewalk for families coming to the school's winter concert. Wallace said Stuber's team player style of leadership has even included him answering the school's phones during busy times. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Since 1932, Camp Seneca, nestled on the beautiful shores of Lake Wenatchee, has provided children grades 1 through 12 with the ideal location for kids to learn new skills, have fun, and make friends while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Camp Seneca's rustic log cabins and their staff serve to provide each group a unique summer camp experience. Register for Camp Seneca today, www.campfirencw.org.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
Watch Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Find out about programs and activities for ages 50 and over, and meet amazing seniors who contribute to our community. New episodes Sundays at 1:30 p.m., replayed throughout the week on the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your home for local sports, with the Wenatchee Panthers and East Wenatchee Wildcats right here. Coverage brought to you by Abby's Pizza, Biosports Physical Therapy, Clean Connection, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Together for You. Follow all the action right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Looking for the latest news on flying cars, robots, or space travel? The vehicle exploded on the landing pad. Tune in to your weekly tech update with Ray McNeil. New episodes Mondays at 8:30 p.m. on the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's features story, the 12th Legislative District of Washington doesn't look much like it used to. And State Representative Keith Gaynor says it doesn't feel like it used to either. The district was redrawn this year due to population changes and now includes more territory west of the Cascades than ever. Gaynor told a meeting yesterday of the Chelan County Tri-Commission that it's time to balance new legislative needs when lawmakers go back to Olympia next month.
So we've spent a lot of time on the west side. The only time that I can recall, the furthest west I think we've gone, and maybe it's a little bit south actually, was when we had part of Kittitas County. Cle Elum was at one time part of the 12th, but we've always been east of the Cascades. And so what we have now with the different outline of our district are some competing interests. So it'll be a real challenge for us to make sure that we're aware of those King County interests, which are being represented by North Bend and Carnation, and the two cities that we have to deal with, and then also Snohomish County, which is primarily the Monroe, Sultan, Startup, Gold Bar people, and then of course Skykomish is there too, which is an interesting outlier of King County. But to get to surely the logistics of getting to our district is going to be a little bit more of a challenge too. We found though that there are a lot of things that are similar. Some of the issues that with the DOT, we have some significant issues with Highway 2, and we've got Monroe, Sultan, and Leavenworth that all have similar concerns about congestion and making sure that traffic flows. And so as we sit down and talk about priorities on the Transportation Committee, which I hope to be on again, we haven't gotten our committee assignments yet, but we should be getting them possibly even today. We have to try and maximize the dollars that we do have.
Let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast as we make our way through this chilly week. And it wasn't bad out there today. It's been a little cool, but Sunday, Monday, and today, pretty darn nice days and lots of blue skies as we look down from our fantastic Sky-Fi tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights. Lots of snow all across North Central Washington. Those levels have receded a little bit because of our warmer temperatures, but still plenty of the white stuff, and it looks like a good chance we're going to see a white Christmas. High temperature today, 34 degrees, 1 degree above where we should be at 33 for this time of year. 58 is our record high, and that was set back in 1979. 19 was our low this morning. 25 is where we should be for this time of year, and 6 degrees, our record low, set in 1972. Sunrise 7:41 this morning, and the sun set this afternoon at 4:10. Let's take a peek now at your Thursday temperatures, and they will go down just a hair. I don't think we're going to see any more 30s for a while, that's for sure. 27 in Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, Wenatchee. We should see 27 degrees tomorrow for a high, and that goes for Kashmir and Entiat too. A little cooler, Leavenworth at 25, and Chelan, you will see a high tomorrow of 26 degrees. Taking a look now at our satellite picture, our surface loop. tonight, we can expect mostly clear skies. This area of high pressure providing all of that cold, grabbing it from the Gulf of Alaska and bringing it right back down into the Pacific Northwest. For Thursday, maybe a little bit of morning fog, then lots of sunshine in the afternoon. Most of the clouds will be in southeast Washington. High temperatures for Thursday into the upper 20s, as we just talked about. And then for Friday, partly cloudy skies. It will stay a little bit cooler. We're going to drop about 2 to 3 degrees every day until we get into this weekend. And then here we go. Mostly cloudy on Saturday. Evening snow is possible. High temperatures rather in the low 20s. This is during our day Saturday, and this is Saturday night. So this is what we're keeping our eye on Saturday. And then for Sunday, Malcolm, if you could stop this right here. This is our area of low pressure that'll be camped out over Washington State. And this is all of that cold Arctic air just to the east. So the thing that the Weather Service has been wrestling with, will this low move inland far enough to keep this Arctic air away from Washington State, or will it come right over the state, move most of the air to the east, and just bring us some snow showers? Because we do have that 20% chance on Sunday. So we'll have to wait and see what wins out, the low pressure or that cold air. So Sunday, 20% chance of snow showers, as I mentioned. And here's a great look at that pink and purple. That's the cold air. Will this low win out? We'll have to wait and see. For Monday, mostly cloudy. Snow is likely on Monday. If this weather pattern bears out, we'll see high temperatures in the low 20s on Monday. It should continue off and on throughout the day. For Tuesday, a chance for some morning snow possibly, and then mostly cloudy in the afternoon. Most of the snow will be to our east. We're talking high temperatures on Tuesday in the mid-20s. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast brought to you by Apple Valley Honda. Tonight, we will drop down to a low of 18 degrees, 27 tomorrow, so you can see the cool down each day over the next 3 days, 2 to 3 degrees. 24 on Friday and partly cloudy. A good chance for evening snow on Saturday. That's not in question right now. It looks like that may happen. 22 for the high, 15 for the low. And these are the days we're not quite sure of. If the Arctic air moves our way, we're going to be in the teens with lows in the single digits. If not, we're going to see a good chance for snow Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and stay just a little bit warmer with high temperatures mainly in the low to mid-20s. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Get your body moving. Tune in for Vibrant Motion, featuring low-impact aerobics hosted by Connie Townsend. These workouts are great for all ages. Vibrant Motion brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, weekdays on the NCWLIFE channel.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. Washington overcame a 15-point first-half deficit to beat Cal Poly last night in Seattle. 74-68 the final. Keon Brooks led the way with a career-high 30 points.
Mia inside, kicks it out to Brooks Jr., left open, and he nails the three.
Nice job by Braxton Mia.
Screen by Mia. Brooks Jr. lobbing it up, mistiming the jump is Mia, but he comes down with it. Three on the shot clock. Fuller lets it fly, and Fuller hits it from deep. Played better here in the second 20 minutes. Fuller in the lane, too strong. Offensive board, count it, and one.
He always does, doing a little bit of everything. Good defense by Keon Minifield, that possession.
Minifield down to Mia, and he slams it home.
An open three and about a 6-footer in that 5-on-4 possession. Boy, dangerous pass by Keon Minifield.
Bajamon, floats in the air with his left hand. Oh, good hands by Jamal Bay, sends it in, trying to save it. Hunter from deep. Can't roll it in, and who's there for the board? It's Keon Brooks Jr. to seal it. He finishes with 30 points.
Also last night, Eastern Washington gave Texas Tech all it could handle, but the Red Raiders came out on top 77-70. Steel Venters led the Eagles in the loss with 26 points. Eastern Washington women traveled to Seattle and kept Seattle University winless in a 66-60 decision. Jadia Martin had 23 points to lead the Eagles, while Moses Lake's Jamie Loera had 11 points. Well, Seattle dropped to 1-2 on its current road trip, getting blown out by Tampa Bay last night. 6-2, the final. Jared McCann, Ryan Donato, the only Kraken to find the back of the net. Seattle wraps up the road trip tomorrow at 4 o'clock against Carolina. You can watch that action on Root Sports Northwest. It was a much better night for the Wenatchee Wild last night on the ice. Despite going down early 1-0 to visiting Vernon, Wenatchee came back for a 4-1 win on a memorable night for Parker Murray. Austin Drade had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
Sent mid-slot. Wild get this one back, and they've got some open space to move. 2-on-1. Down the left wing, Somoza. Somoza across. Parker Murray, one-timer. He scores! Parker Murray ties it up. 1-1. Wild have even this one up. Hayduk looking for point number 21 on the year. He's got 5 goals. Hayduk across. Right wing circle for Murray. Waits, rich shot, he scores! Parker Murray with the shot! The Wenatchee Wild with the power play goal and the 2-1 lead. Leaves it off left point. No shot there, Horn. Shimmies into one, chance save made. On top of it is Millward, where is it? He's got it, and Sadlowski, and whoa, coming flying in is Weston. Everybody piles on. Helmet is off somewhere. A couple of gloves have come off as well. Jonathan Horn is missing a helmet. 90 seconds to play and counting. 6-on-5. Fired in. Murray, he scores! Hat trick at TTC, and here they come. Let those ones go, though. This one sent down ice. It's skittering. It's in! All the way from the other goal line. It's 4-1 Wild. Garrett Sadlowski, 180-footer. Wild win 4-1. 2 empty net goals. Each one longer distance than the last.
How about those Wild boys? Wenatchee will try to extend their 3-game winning streak in Penticton on Friday at 7 o'clock. They'll be in Vernon for a 6 o'clock puck drop on Saturday. Well, turning to the local Les Schwab prep basketball scoreboard from last night. First on the boys' side, it was Davis visiting Eastmont, and the Pirates came away with a 79-65 victory despite 25 points from Eamon Monahan. Ephrata edged Shadow Park in Spokane 49-46. Omak beat Cascade 74-58. Quincy cashed in on Cashmere 60-49. Chelan edged Okanagan 73-70. Bridgeport bounced Oroville 80-54. Lake Roosevelt topped Liberty Bell 67-62. Manson edged Elmira Cooley Heartline 52-50. A little more lopsided on the girls' side last night. Davis beat up Eastmont 84-46. Shadow Park topped Ephrata 43-37. Okanagan clobbered Chelan 70-25. Cashmere quieted Quincy 72-21. Lake Roosevelt rolled Liberty Bell 61-10. Elmira Cooley Heartland. Too much for Manson, winning at 53-15. Wenatchee girls bowling team remain undefeated with a sweep in Moses Lake, downing the Mavericks 1,856 pins to 1,435. Charlene Campbell led the way for the Panthers with a game-high 192. Romilly Hirsch chipped in with a 183. In prep wrestling last night, a few days was worth the wait for Wenatchee as they rolled all over West Valley. Final was 72-3 on the mats last night. Tonight, Eastmont travels to Moses Lake to face the Mavericks. That's coming up at 7 o'clock. Well, the Seahawks have had only 3 days to prepare for San Francisco this week. The Niners will be in Seattle for Thursday night football tomorrow night, with the Seahawks still trying to solve problems defensively. Defensive coordinator Clint Hurtt says it's time for the talk to be over and for actions to take center stage.
That's what football is. This game, as long as this game is played, it's going to be about meeting and defeating blocks and whipping a guy's ass. That's what this game is always going to be about, period, point blank, whether you're talking about defending the run or rushing the passer. So it's a mano-a-mano game. You know, sometimes certain guys will have to do a little heavy lifting and handle some double teams to buy time for other guys to scrape over the top and things of that nature. But that's what football is. When you play the run game, it's a 6-second fist fight. You're duking it out, and you got to continue to battle, understand where your responsibilities are within a gap or a stun or whatever that you have to go and cancel out. And also there's a level of unselfishness that comes in with it too. You know, to make sure that you understand what your responsibility is, do it so you understand how it's helping the guy that's playing either adjacent to you or behind you to get your job done. You know, obviously it's all of those things.
Seahawks and Niners kick off at Lumen Field tomorrow at 5:15. The game carried nationally on Amazon Prime. It'll be broadcast on Q13 Fox in Seattle. That's sports news. Grant, back to you.
Big game there, Eric. Thank you very much. And let's take one last check of your weather forecast. A couple of scenarios could play out late in our forecast. One thing we do know over the next couple of days, we're in for a cool down. Mostly sunny. Might see a little bit of fog as you head out the door tomorrow morning, and 27 our high. For Friday, even a little bit cooler, partly cloudy and 24. For Saturday, this storm we do think will happen. Mostly cloudy evening, late afternoon to early evening snow for us, and cooler at 22. And then will that area of low pressure stay over Washington State, or will Arctic air move in? And if it does, that'll be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Right now, the Weather Service is predicting temperatures of 23, 22, and 24 for highs. But I'll tell you, if that Arctic air slides west, we could see highs only in the mid to upper teens with lows in the single digits. And we could see some more snow as we get into next week. And that'll do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for being with us, and have a great night. News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCW Life channel.
Looking for the latest gaming news about the newest consoles, hottest games, and what not to buy? Tune in to your weekly tech update with Ray McNeil. New episodes Mondays at 8:30 p.m. on the NCW Life channel.